the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. A return coming from the 14. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out. At the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's in! Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That is first touchdown this year.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, first and 10. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Back to throw. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be a final play in this opening quarter. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. A run with Harvey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 1st down, they'll stick with Harvey. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Again, it's Harvey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes in a lot of cases.
And he's into the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
Jets, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
19 Tiger. 19 Tigers.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 4.
Got it. Ready? No.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and
he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
48-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. And that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On first down, it's Harvey. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing, Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. Now timeout Jets. It'll be their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Look to throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. Here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterbacks in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
The catch made there by Sutton. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Rolling right. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinn Williams. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Broncos build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
play action. He'll set up to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Jets first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass. Is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On second down, they run the counter. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of 1. Brings up
third down. They'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up. Hall. Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A little closer. Here's second and goal.
19 Lions. Viking 18.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
18. 19.
Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Nix. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Nice 44.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. 1st down and more inside the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Again, it's Harvey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Broncos go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
37-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A gain of 17 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
79-19 Lions. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Score! A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Tremendous pursuit. They force him out of bounds behind the line. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Jets first down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Johnny Barry.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real quick. 0 to 100 real quick.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back at that 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield.
41 yards on the play.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec.
Here's Nix to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hold on a sec.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Jets are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.